It's Saturday, August 19th, 2023. I didn't get a really early start today. I got a little bit of rest because I have a little bit less hectic day today. And my day started out by cleaning out my melter again, or at least taking a batch of frames out, scraping them off, and putting the last batch in. It's actually only half a batch, so the next round will be a little easier. Then I can kind of boil it up, drain it off, let it cool, and then I have to dig it out by hand, which is kind of a gross and disgusting job, but that'll be the last time for this year. I do plan to do this again, but not to this scale. So I plan to keep rendering the old frames and go through this process, clean them up, keep things a little more fresh than they have been. And you know, my operation is not very old, so my operation is not any less fresh than anybody else's, because I have nothing here more than 9 years old. It's just time for a refresh, I think. So the other job I have on the docket for today, you can see that I splattered wax all over my shirt in the honey house, cleaning out the melter. So I don't know, I might just have to throw this shirt away, because you can't put that in the washing machine. That'll ruin everything. So anyway, wax all over my shorts too. Oh well. So this is my focus for today, this situation right here. So here we got some empty 6-frame poly nuke boxes, and so I want to take that stuff, and I want to use, way over in the end here, there are some 6-frame wooden boxes on pallets. They have pro nukes on top of them, and I'm going to be putting those colonies that are in the pro nukes down into those boxes. The boxes they're sitting on are empty, so they'll just drop down, get a new frame of drawn comb, which I have some drawn comb over on this side. You may not be able to quite see it. I think it's over here. So I have some drawn comb I can put in there. So we'll expand those, and then they're set for their winter accommodations. They will stay there until at least May. And the poly boxes, same thing. There's some wooden 4-framers here. I want to expand those out, put them in the poly boxes, again 6 frames. I'm planning to go out Monday and pick up a bunch of more of these wooden 6-frame boxes, and singular bottom boards and singular covers for those. Just borrowing those from a friend who has some extra right now, and I'll use those until spring and then return them, and then build more pallets and buy more boxes of my own, because I definitely can use them with what's going on here. In retrospect, I'll turn this a little. In retrospect, these boxes here, these 6-frame nukes along here, those are 23 queens, but those are queens that I purchased in the first week of May, and I made 1-frame splits and put them in those boxes, and they have well outgrown those boxes. They often don't, but they have. So what I should have probably done is grown them up in, I think I started them out in a 4-frame, grown them up in a 4-frame. When the weather got better, warmer, then put them in a 10-frame and let them grow there. So then I could have these 6s for my grafting program, which went very, very well. I'm very pleased with how that grafting program went, because I'm overwhelmed now with queens and nukes and whatnot. I think I have 100-ish nukes going here. I have about 100 colonies and about 100 nukes. So if you count bodies, if you count heartbeats, I've never had this many. I think 163 was my top before this. It was a couple of years ago. So it's definitely overwhelming. The shed is going to be full this winter. And anyway, so I need to get at this, and I hope you enjoy the hilarity that will ensue. What I didn't mention in the intro was the first job I'm going to do is release some queens here. A few days ago I made some nukes. I didn't make some nukes really. I took the queens out of the zombie nukes I gave those to a buddy, and I took some little 4-frame boxes, some nukes that were in 4-frame boxes, but they were very weak nukes. They were my R9 queens, my round 9, and those were really on 1 frame. So I took those queens, caged them up, and put them directly into the zombies. So I'm really hoping that everything has gone well so far, but I need to release those queens, and I hope things go well from here on. Those are nice fresh queens. So I need to dig into these and do that. You know, the crazy things you think about, I got something in my eye and I'm not sure what's going on, but 9 times out of 10 you get something in your eye and it's actually an eyelash, which is ironic because a primary function of an eyelash is to keep things out of your eye. I don't get that. So let's look at these. Oh, I hardly ever need a smoker, but I always, when I started, I just feel like I should. Okay, now I didn't have decent candy on hand, and that's okay. I think we get kind of obsessed over candy release method and stuff, but you don't have to do candy release. It looks like this one's just got candy. So what I did, let's see if I could pry that out, is this one had some candy, but I filled it with wax, and some of them I sometimes put electrical tape over there too, just so that I can come back and direct release these after a few days. I like to go 3 to 4 days, the introduction period. So they seem like they're really happy to see her. They want to get at her. They're not being aggressive. So we'll just open this up and we'll let her hopefully climb out of there. That's my nice R9 queen. We'll see if she comes out. Hopefully she comes out and goes down the hole. I always like to watch it. I could just pop that little door and leave them to their own timing. She's sure garnering some attention, isn't she? I don't think she can get out of there now. They're really on that. Oh, look. We've got a queen again. We'll do this one while we wait. So it looks like this one kind of had some candy. And the JZBZ cage, I like this hook will fit in that hole mostly, and I can just pull it up that way. So they're nearly through the candy. And I'll just open that up for them. It gets full of workers and then she can't get out. Oh dear. Now what do? I don't want to slam them around and get them upset. They could ball her. I'm going to do something different on this one. I'm going to get her out of there. Oh, she's a lively one. She's going to come out on her own, I'm sure. See, they like to fly. I think she's gone down the hole. Yeah, they get really cranked up and then they like to fly. The brand new queen will fly away. And that is what I don't want. Oh yeah, I don't think that was the right idea. I should check them again in a couple days, make sure everything's gone okay there, but the cage is open, so she'll wander out, I'm sure. Okay, my rule for introducing, though, is now that she's introduced here, I want to leave that a week to 10 days, because sometimes if you introduce a new queen and you disturb her, the bees can they're a little unsure still, and if there's something goes wrong in the hive, like the beekeeper starts messing around, they can kill that queen. I've seen it happen. Okay, that's the end of the zombie hives that were requeened. Everything else here is a queenless zombie hive. So I think there are resources here we can use. There's pollen here. And there's some brood, and of course they're trying to make emergency cells, which is expected. But we don't have a use for those. And we do not want them, because these are going in R8, potentially going in R8 colonies. And we don't want a virgin to kill our queen. So what I'm about to do now, see, there's some nice brood here, is I'm going to transfer some colonies from 5 frame to 6 frame, and then I can use one of these frames for that resulting nuke. Alright, transfers are kind of boring, but sometimes that's the job, right? And these are strong. This one's actually not one of the strongest. So you can see how strong these have become. I want to put this on top of here so I can work it. And this is their new home. And it's always a challenge, because in the Pro Nuke, the bee space is too wide here. And they built comb. Hence my grabber tool. Get the first frame out. I just get busy, when I didn't realize I'd left them quite this long in these boxes. Okay, let's hope we don't roll our new queen. Nice brood frame here. Lots of honey. And if there's a frame of complete honey, I'll take it out. Like this one, I think is all honey. I'll just take that out. Well, there are a few eggs down in the bottom. That sure is a beautiful frame. I think these queens are okay. This is my round 8. Grafting round 8. So they would have been grafted about, I don't know, the 5th of July or so, somewhere in there. It always kind of makes me nervous now. Where's the queen? Because I've got this real big fat frame here, and I've got this nice pollen frame for them. Okay, the big challenge. Some eggs on here. So where's my queen? Okay, it's in there. Whew. I don't have foamies for this, so they're gonna stick the lid down really bad. Some nice comb honey there. Now, if you can't get all the bees out, just throw that box on the ground. You can put it a little closer, you can actually make it touch the hive. Okay, I need a plug. And their entrance is on this side, just like it was before. It's Thursday, August 24th, 2023. And you can see there's a lot of honey boxes left in this apiary. I've been pretty anxious this week. We've not had good honey pulling weather. And so this is dragging on a bit. But I'm hoping to be able to pull some of this today. Oh, I might have to wear my jacket. She just stung me in the back where I can't reach. This one with the green box is the mean hive, so maybe this bee that's harassing me come from there. It's warm, it's humid right now. It's about 26 C, and I don't know if you can hear it, but this apiary sounds like a waterfall. It's just incredible. I don't know if there's a flow still. I believe they're bringing something in, but I don't think they're bringing enough in to make honey. They're probably just sustaining themselves, which is good. See in the distance here? I woke up in the middle of the night thinking this hive was going to tip over because we had rain coming, and we have had some rain. So I came out here that morning. Oh, I don't know what morning it was. That was Monday morning. And grabbed some planks and propped that thing up. I don't think it would tip over, but I don't want it to tip over. That would be really bad. I need to get that harvested. Get that dangerous situation under control. So, yeah. I'm sorry I seem a little scattered. All right, there was two of them on me. They wouldn't let me alone, and they nearly stung me in the nose. So yeah, I need to pull as much honey as I can here today, and I'd like to do some 4-frame to 6-frame transfers in these nukes. I went and borrowed some 6-frame bottom boards, just single bottom boards, so I can transfer those into 6-frame boxes. And I borrowed a few boxes and some covers too to go along with. So I'm hoping to be able to do that as well. But regardless, I need to get at this. So I think I'm going to try to pull this nuke first and see how those have cleared off. See how the escape board did. Looks good. Looks good there. Oh, that bee stung me right in the shoulder blade where I can't reach. Oh boy. I can pick those two up. And I just used my standard 2-way pallet with a little entrance block here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the entrance. So I just screwed a piece of wood to that, just so the bees don't take my honey. Grab the back saver. And it grabs those 2 deep supers perfectly. It is a little tricky to set 2 of them down first like this, because I have to put them on that hive clip in the middle. Sometimes I can just maneuver the pallet a little bit, like that. Now I want to reset this on another colony, because I haven't even quite set this whole yard yet. Like I say, I usually try to set 1 down first. End up hand bombing them anyway. So you can see that this is not attracting too much attention yet. So that kind of makes me think they have some kind of a flow going on. I rushed the smoker, it didn't light very well. There's a few bees. Wow, little yellow jacket came by and the honeybee snapped it up just like you'd think an eagle would, and carried it off. That's pretty cool to see. You don't want to dress in long pants, you sure pay the price. Especially harvest, you know, the bees are starting to get jumpy. I only take 8. 8 is a good load for the little tractor. Another indication these bees have a flow is they're building white wax comb on top under the escape. Escape's been there, I forget. When did I set those? I think it's been there most of a week. So been there a long time. This is bad weather. So there's another box here to harvest. Kind of being the way I have to do things, I like to take all but 1 box first round and then do it again, so it's easier. Hopefully it's easier. Second round, I can presumably do it faster get that last box off so I can get pails on right away. A little bit of interest here, not too much. Not too much at all. There's a big dead hornet on that one. There's gonna be bees in the honey house. I hate bees in the honey house. But I gotta pull it. Got no choice. It's Friday, August 25th, 2023. It's a breezy day. It's not especially cold, but it's certainly not warm. I'm glad I'm not pulling honey. I definitely have to dress up if I was. I pulled a lot of honey out of here yesterday. Yeah, I kind of left you hanging with the video. I pulled probably just over 3,000 pounds, really. I thought I was just over 2,500, and then I came out today and I noticed one of the pallets of honey I didn't take in, so I've got it on the tractor now. Take that in. I've been extracting all day. I extracted yesterday morning. Here's another swarm. There's a little swarm tree right here, not far from the apiary. So I did the same thing last summer. Catch the swarm and then move it 3 feet every day, and I finally got it over here inside the fence, and then tomorrow maybe I'll just pop it up on that pallet. I don't expect much of them. It's late. The wind isn't causing too much trouble with the mic. I don't have my lapel on. So tomorrow is supposed to be a nice day, and I've got to come and take care of these 6s. I've got a bunch of equipment that I borrowed. I'm going to do some transfers, hopefully, from the 4s into the 6s. I've got some more escapes to set here. Now that I've got this yard down to a manageable size, manageable number of honey boxes, that is, I'm going to pull everything else, and then I can mix a tank of syrup and get pails on these hives. I don't want to feed some. I want to feed them all at one time, so I don't want to go more than a day. They actually have a little bit of a flow right now, and which makes pulling honey easier. The escapes work better when there's a flow, and the bees don't beat me up as bad, and they don't starve as fast when you take the honey away. So I should have a day or even longer, but I don't like to go more than a day. Pull all the honey, hopefully, I don't know, what is it, Saturday tomorrow? Early next week, I'll pull the honey and then get the pails on that day or the next day. And then I have to go to the out yard and set those. Those haven't been set at all. So there's probably another, there might be 3,000 pounds at the out yard. So it's not going to be a banner crop, but you know, I should get almost 8,000, maybe 8,000. It'll be a while before I know what's in the pail. So that's this week. I'm going to wrap it up here, and got to get back to the honey house, do some more extracting. And my wife, God bless her, she's paling up the honey. That's the part I don't like, is trying to strain it into the pail. So she does a good job with that. She records all the lots and takes care of all the record keeping, which we all know I'm not very good at. But anyway, we'll get back at this Saturday, Sunday, and let you know what's going on then. So until then, have a great weekend. Talk to you next week. Take care and have fun.